Well, if you live in far East Texas and you have one hospital, that hospital may not be able to function if the Affordable Care Act is not available.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real life street Starz. You know what time it is.
One of the things from the shutdown that happened, right, is Trump proposed a 50-year mortgage, and there was outrage. Now, I didn't understand the outrage because you could always have option. I mean, if they're just giving the option on the table, it's just an option. But number one, you had something interesting about the 50-year mortgage that you wanted to say. Let me break that down.
Yeah, 50-year mortgages aren't really anything that's new. You have places like California in which the cost of living is so high. A typical house, a $300,000 home here in Texas or in Dallas, which would take someone anywhere between 24 to 30 years to pay off, on an average or regular income, or even above average income, would take them 30. Well, that same home in which someone who makes $60,000 or $80,000 a year would be able to purchase, here, that same person making that type of money in California would need 60 years in order to pay that off, or 50 years in order to pay that off. And so it's not uncommon in California to have mortgages that are that lengthy, because they needed to do it to allow more people in order for more people to buy houses.
So let me ask you this: is the outrage unjustified? Or they just is this the thing that Black Twitter does? They just kind of get mad over nothing, or do you feel like it's a trap?
I mean, look, man, if I'm in the financial industry, I like it, right? If you got money to invest, think about it. When you look at mortgage-backed securities, and so what happens with those is you might have 100 homes. Those homes are then packaged up and put into one box. And that box now has a value based on the interest and money that is being paid out of those 100 homes. And someone may buy that because now they know that they have a pretty sure, steady income coming back. And then they can possibly resell it over a given period of time or during that period of time. So you got to be, it just depends on the reason or rationale or why they're upset, because extending the years that you can actually pay off a home opens the door up for more people to be able to purchase a home.
That's crazy, man. The whole shutdown in general, 43 days, the longest that we've had in history.
Right.
What were they even fighting about, for real? Like, we hear so many conflicting reports. What was the fight about?
Man, it really started off with insurance. And so people talk about the rebates and the things that come with insurance. Who should have really been upset is rural America. Because I want you to think about it. Texas, you have San Antonio, you have Dallas, you have Houston, and I'm missing one. But you have 4 blue pockets. And when I say blue pockets, let's say Democratic cities. But these cities also have major resources and hospitals and nonprofit clinics. Well, if you live in far East Texas and you have one hospital, that hospital may not be able to function if the Affordable Care Act is not available, because now they don't get the funding that they need or the rebates that they need in order to continue to function and be out there. And that's one of the dangers of what was happening. And then not just that, but you talk about rising healthcare costs. You had people who were looking at paying $600, $700 a month that now would have had to pay $2,000 a month. And let me say this too. An increase in payments for anybody is hard hitting. I think I said before, I had a friend and they're a dentist, and they were paying $1,200 a month to pay back their student loans. Well, when they did what they did with the student loans, their payment jumped up to almost $3,000. Completely undermined their whole life. And so, that is something that people need to take into consideration. And that's somebody who has a great income. But there are people who don't have that type of income who are going to suffer if the government doesn't provide some of these rebates or opportunities to pay less for things that we need.
Man, to the next situation, right? Tory Lanez, and I'm throwing this at
Wait a
you.
minute, hold on, man. Before we go back, hey, man, shout out to all the TSA workers and all the
Shout out to all of them,
yeah,
man.
man, and all the government workers.
Shout out to
man.
my sister. She worked for the government. She didn't get paid for 43 days.
Yeah,
my
man.
God.
Shout out to them because I every morning I fly every 48 hours.
Were you scared?
Well, never scared, but
Getting a little nervous?
no, you know what, man? I felt. I'm not gonna give my secret away how I plan my flights,
Right.
But I was really happy to see these brothers and sisters out there continuing to do their job and continue to work in support of making sure that America kept running. Because if they would have shut down, I mean, everybody would have shut down. The country would have shut down. It would greatly affect our economy, our way of life at this point, because now you have goods and services or goods that couldn't go from one place to another if certain employees, government employees, didn't come to work. And so shout out to you guys who came to work, man, and salute to you.
Shout out to y'all, man. Like I said, my sister, man, I know it affected somebody in my family, so I know how the shutdown is no joke.
Yeah.
It's no joke, bro. So on the Tory Lanez, and I know we didn't prepare for this, but I got to throw this at you because I forgot he did appeal and lost the appeal, right? And so what they say, the 3-judge panel on California's 2nd District of Appeal, they denied it. So he has to serve his full 10 years. Can he appeal again, or is that done? Once you appeal it, is it over?
No, it's not over.
Okay.
It's not over. I mean, what you got to look at, next time we come on, even if we got to do it by Zoom, I'll take a look.
Yeah.
Because he might have appealed based on ineffective counsel and saying that his lawyer wasn't prepared or didn't do what they needed to do, but you would have had to actually show that.
Gotcha.
Right? Like there should have been evidence that should have been used in his defense, and the lawyer didn't do it. And so you have to find and show that your lawyer absolutely sandbagged and walked you into prison. That case is a very, very interesting case.
Why do you say that? I don't think anybody knows what happened.
This is the thing. Statistically, you have a better chance of a man owning a firearm and discharging it than a woman. And then if you really take a look at the women who were involved in this, they really didn't seem like those type of women. On the flip side, there are plenty of you guys out there who got guns who shouldn't have guns. Because ain't nobody trying to hurt you, ain't nobody coming after you, and you ain't got nothing nobody want. But you carrying a gun because something in society or
Shout out RealLyfe Street Stars, nigga. Move. Hey.